I said something the other night during a live chat that really irritated some people. And it irritated them enough that I felt the need to say it again. Now, it didn't irritate a lot of people, but it did some. And the very reason it bothered them made me feel, like I said, like I need to do this video. What I had said in that conversation was that I hate when people say God-given rights or inalienable rights, because there are no such things. There just isn't. It just shows me when people say that they don't understand what rights are. Rights are something you are not given by your perceived creator. They are not rights that are inalienable. They are not rights that cannot be taken from you. There's no such thing. The very fact that a lot of people in this world don't enjoy the same rights you do means that by definition they are very alienable. Rights are not something that was given to us by anyone. Rights are something that our forefathers fought for, they bled for, and they took. Rights are something that you take or that are taken for you, and then you have to fight to maintain. It is not a given. It is not something that is universal. It is not something that is for everlasting. It is something you must maintain. Now, I know a lot of people like to say, well, the Constitution says God gave me these rights, and that the founders believed God gave us these rights, and that these rights are inalienable. Well, no, the Constitution does not. The Constitution does not say that at all. So don't use the constitutional argument to back up that belief, because that was not in the Constitution. Now, there are similar statements in the Declaration of Independence, but the Declaration of Independence was a grandstanding document. It was meant to be insightful. It was meant to be entertaining almost. It had to grab people's attention. But when it came time to write the Constitution, all that stuff is absent, because our forefathers knew these were rights they shed their blood for. These were rights they risked their lives for. They took these rights. They gave these rights to us, not by just handing them to us. They gave us the ability to maintain these rights because they established them. Now, you may not agree with me about rights. That's up to you. But that's how I see it. I've never seen any group of people that have enjoyed a right that was just given to them. They've always been fought for. They've always been hard fought. They've always been won, and they've always had to be defended. So that always leads me to when people ask me, why do I care so much about guns? Well, the reason I care about guns is because I care about freedom, and I care about our American way, and I care about the rights we enjoy. There are reasons why the amendments are in the order they are. There is reason why the First Amendment is about free speech, because of individual being able to speak their mind, to stand up against their government, to say what they want to say what they feel, and to be heard and not to be silenced is essential to a free society. That is the most essential element to us defending and maintaining the freedoms we have been provided. And then there is a reason why the second says that we have the right to bear arms to protect those freedoms, because the second is essential to the first, and the first is essential to freedom. So when I see any politician attacking those rights, be it the left taking away our guns and taking away our ability to physically defend ourselves after we say what we want to say, or be it the right or the left trying to take away our right to due process, our ability to defend ourselves in court in front of our fellow man after we say what we want to say, I get greatly offended. I feel that my rights are under attack. They may not be attacking our rights directly, but the best way to destroy our rights is to take away our ability to defend them. And all these attacks on the Second Amendment, to me, that's all they are. They are a way to take away our ability to defend our essential freedoms. So in the end, I always say to every person, be you right, be you left, be you middle. If you care about your rights, if you care about the freedoms you enjoy, if you care about the way of life that we have here in this country, and you care about the fact that your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather shed blood for those rights, you will not only defend those rights, but you will defend the means that have been put in place to defend those rights. And one of those biggest things that have been put in place to defend those rights is the ability to every individual person to defend themselves physically. And the Second Amendment is what covers that. So whether you like guns or not, whether you have an interest in guns at all, now I'll be the first to admit I have an interest in gun that goes beyond just the political aspects of it. I enjoy them as a tool. I enjoy the self-reliance they provide. I enjoy many aspects of them, even down to the physical aspects of a firearm. But if you're someone that doesn't appreciate those things, I realize that those aspects of guns are secondary. The most important aspect of a gun is the ability to defend my rights. Our most important right as citizens is to speak out and be heard, even when what we have to say isn't popular and doesn't sit well with our government. And our second most important right is the ability to defend that first right. That's what the Second Amendment is about. So whether you like guns or not, if you like freedom, if you value liberty, you will understand that the Second Amendment is essential to those things, and you will defend any attack against it.